Hey guys, welcome to Chat with your girl KST. It's your girl K, and today we are talking external validation. We're going to talk about what external validation is and what I think about it. Is it as bad and as monstrous as people make it out to seem? Let's talk about it. So, external validation is basically when you are validated by others, right? When other people compliment you, when other people give you likes on your photos, when other people support you emotionally in a way that makes you feel understood. Now, people like to villainize people who basically seek external validation. Now we're going to get into it. Is external validation a good or a bad thing? Where does external validation ultimately comes from? Let's explore that question first, right? External validation comes from us when we're a kid. We loved when our parents validated us. We love when our parents would say, "Good job, little boy. Good job, little girl. Great job on this. You did good on this." When your parents would make you feel understood, when your parents would make you feel like you did something good, it only reinforced that behavior. So now that we're adults and we still gravitate towards need or want external validation, why is it this monstrous thing? So I feel like with external validation, we all desire external validation. We all desire compliments. We all desire being told that we look nice, that we are making sense of what we're saying, that the picture that we took was really nice. We all like and desire external validation. It makes us feel understood. It makes us feel loved. It makes us feel supported. Now, where validation becomes a bad thing is when we start to rely on it. But don't make it seem as if external validation is the thing that is bad. It's the reliance on the external validation, like relying on anything else. Relying too much on anything else isn't a good thing. So it's the same thing with external validation. External validation isn't bad, but when it's relied upon and it starts to hinder us, that's when it becomes bad. So here is when it becomes bad for us, right? When it hinders us from doing the things that we want to do, right? When if we aren't able to get someone's external validation or approval before we decide to do something, then we decide not to do it. That's a hindrance for us. When we rely solely on others to like our pictures and support us and stuff like that, when we rely solely on it and we need it and we crave it, and if the other person doesn't do it, then it changes our mood, it changes our behavior. That's when it becomes bad. When we become attention seeking, that's when it becomes bad. When we need the approval of others, that's when it comes bad. But ultimately, all in all, external validation itself isn't a bad thing. It's when we start to exhaust it, then does it become a bad thing. Now, when I think of external validation, I think of Instagram, I think of social media, I think of thumbs up, I think of someone expressing a like or satisfaction with you, right? But I also remind myself when I think of external validation to never rely on the approval of others, right? External validation is also about just feeling happy when someone supports you, when someone approves you. Now, here are some tips on how to handle external validation. And if you are someone who feels as though you've been relying a lot on other people's external validate other people to validate you externally, let's talk about it. Tip number 1. You need to learn to approve yourself, reinforce yourself, validate yourself, compliment you. You need to get into the habit of doing things, talking to yourself, reminding yourself that you're beautiful, reminding yourself that you're doing a good job, and not needing it to be done externally. Because if it's not done externally, then that means that sometimes we won't continue on with our dreams. We won't continue to feel good about ourselves. So if we can now take the power and put it back into our hands and compliment ourselves, like our own pictures, and reinforced ourselves, our dreams and our visions, then that means that we are now in control, and the other people external to us aren't the ones that are in control. Tip number 2, do not wait or stop your dreams because other people did not approve of it. You're just now starting out with your YouTube channel. You only got 2 subscribers, you only got 10 subscribers. Because other people aren't validating you, then you stop. No, do not get stopped. Don't stop because other people aren't validating you. Keep going, keep going. People, doesn't matter how many times people scroll past your stuff, let them scroll past, because people will never support you until it's popular to do so. Number 3, do not expect or rely on others to say good things about you. Do not expect or rely on other people's approval. I'm going to say it again. I think I said it 3 times, if not 4, on this podcast episode. Do not rely on others to approve you. That's when external validation become bad. External validation itself is not bad because it feels good to be validated. It feels good to be supported. It feels good to be loved. It feels good to be understood. But when we rely on it, that's when it becomes something that is not good. Nonetheless, thanks for tuning in, and we will talk again next time. Bye.